right, so this is a pretty complicated question because it depends on what somebody's bra size is, and it also depends on the type of breast they have. So I'm going to say a few things about this question. The first is that there's a very general rule of thumb when it comes to finding the right bra. So the more the bra stretches, the more the breast will move. But the more the bra stretches, the more comfortable the bra is. So for activities where your breasts aren't going to be moving a lot, like yoga and training, you can have a little bit more stretch in the bra. For activities like running where your breasts are moving a lot, then you need less stretch in the bra. And for those kinds of bras, I say we want to look for as little stretch as possible in the cups and in the front straps, like hardly any stretch at all, and then that's going to keep the breasts from moving a lot. So for training and for yoga, for training, I always recommend like a racer back because you're using your shoulders a lot in training. For running, it's okay to have like a straight strap bra if your shoulders are a good fit for a straight strap bra. So if you have narrow or sloping shoulders, you'd also want to be finding a racer back. So one of the ways that you can tell if your shoulder straps on your bra are too far toward the edge of your shoulders, I do this test where I take my hand, these 4 fingers on your hand, and you just put them toward the edge of your shoulders. So your pinky is at the end of your shoulder. And if your index finger is covering or partially covering your bra strap, the strap is probably going to fall off. So then that means you want to find a bra where the straps are a little closer to the neck or a racer back style. So for training, I really like a racer back style. I also like racer backs for yoga too, honestly, for the same reason, because you're using your arms a lot and there's a lot of movement going on. You're just less likely to have straps falling off when you have like a racer back or an X back style for yoga and train. The other thing that you want to think about for yoga and train is the neckline height. So if you're somebody who doesn't have a lot of breast tissue on top, or you have lower set breasts, then that's not going to be as big of an issue. But if you have a lot of breast fullness on top and you're going to be bending down a lot, like downward dog, or you're bending down to pick up weights, or doing one-armed rows or something like that, then you want to make sure that you have enough elasticity on the neckline to keep the breast from falling out of the neckline. At the same time, for running too, you also want to be looking for a higher neckline. You want to cover the breast entirely for running, because when you have cleavage, any tissue that's exposed in a run bra is going to move. So if you have cleavage in a run bra, you're going to have breast tissue moving. And I use this for running bras. I have an acronym that I use, the ABCCs of sports bras. So the things that you should be looking for. So A stands for adjustability, because in a run bra, it needs to be as snug as possible. Not so snug that it's uncomfortable. You need your lungs to be able to expand as you're running. You don't want the bra to be uncomfortable, but you do want the bra to be snug enough that it doesn't either move or shift. You don't want any chafing, and you want to not have a lot of stretch in it. So A is for adjustability, so adjustable straps and adjustable underbands so that it's a snug fit. B is for bra size, so like 34A, 34B. That's also because that size is a lot more likely to fit you like it's made for you than if it's small, medium, or large. Small, medium, and large bras can fit some people if their breast size matches their clothing size. So if you have small breasts and a small clothing size, and medium breasts and a medium clothing size, then those kinds of small, medium, large bras will fit you okay for running. But for most people, those just aren't micro-adjusted enough to fit them like it was made for them, which is why I typically recommend a bra-sized bra for running. The first C stands for cups. So you want to look for 2 things: the shape of the cups. Either you want compression, which is like a flat cup, or you want what I say a dome and not a cone. So you want like this kind of long, shallow curve like this. You don't want something like this. If a cup is shaped like this, your breasts are going to move a lot. But if it's more like this, then that's okay. You also want to make sure it doesn't have a lot of stretch in it, like I just said. The second C is for cleavage. As I just mentioned, if you can see cleavage, it's not a good bra for running. And then the S is for stretch. So as little stretch as possible, especially in the front of the bra. I have a bra here that's a really good example of this no stretch. So this bra here, which is the Title IX Tech Athena, like if you stretch the cups, there's very little stretch in them. If you stretch the front straps, they hardly stretch at all. Like I'm pulling really hard and they're hardly stretching at all. That's a really good indication of a bra that's not gonna where your breast won't move very much as you're running. Now, your bra size also does matter here as well. So if you're in a smaller bra, if you have smaller breasts, you can get away with compression only for running. You don't need compression and encapsulation. But if you have larger breasts, then you probably need a combination of compression and encapsulation. So on my website, I have this bra ID thing where I break bra sizes out into different colors, and I do that because of sister sizing, and you need to be on the website and learn about sister sizing because it's too much to explain here. But if you're up to and including the red size, then you can get away with compression only for running. But if you're above the red size, then you need like a combination of compression and encapsulation in order to get a really good fit for running. This is a great question about compression and encapsulation and how much compression you need. So one thing that I tell people is, you know, you have the right bra if you're not thinking about your bra and you're not thinking about your breasts. So if you're thinking about your bra, it's the wrong bra. There's something about it that's distracting you, and it's not the right bra. If you're thinking about your breasts, it's also the wrong bra because it's not supporting you enough, and there's something about the bras that's causing you to think about your breasts. So in this case, generally speaking, any kind of upright bike, you know, even if it's a Peloton, which is a little bit more intense, it's considered more of a low impact exercise because you don't have, for example, when you're running and you're, you know, pounding pavement, and there are all these forces that are acting on the breasts and causing them to move a lot. There are, you know, programs on the Peloton that are, you know, quite intense where you're up off the saddle and you know, you're doing a lot, but it's still not as intense as a run is. So for that reason, to me, you don't need compression for that kind of situation, but everybody's situation is different. Everyone's breast size is different. And if you're on your Peloton and you are wearing a less compressive bra and you're not thinking about your bra and you're not thinking about your breast, then it's fine. It's totally fine. No one needs compression. I mean, even for running, there are breast sizes and breast types, you know, smaller breast sizes, that firmer breasts that don't need a ton of compression in order to be supportive in a run. Other breast sizes and breast types need a lot of compression in order to feel supportive during a run. So it is a very individual thing, but what I would say is, because, you know, Peloton isn't really truly high impact, you should pick the thing that feels best for you. So if you find a bra that has a little bit less compression and you're still feeling comfortable and you're not thinking about your bra and you're not thinking about your breasts, then it's totally fine to have less compression with that type of activity.